My name is Puppetine from the Geeky Puppet Show here on the Geeky Puppet Show for Daredevil. And before we get into this reading, I just want to give you a warm welcome and introduce our cast. To my side, you can see in the darkness, if you look really, really closely, who is there? The Frog is there. Froggy!
Hi.
Hi.
How's it going?
Oh, that's a little close. Can you back up?
I can't.
Why not?
Because I'm
And below, you can see her. She is there. She's one of the few humans willing to show their face on this channel. It is Miranya.
Good evening, everyone.
Are you finished adjusting there, Froggy?
This is turning into one of those Omega chats where people just randomly show up and there's two puppets here talking to a human.
Well, put the cucumber down. Okay. Anyway,
Excuse me?
let's go ahead and show the issue we're going to be reading here today. We are reading Daredevil, the man without fear. The Kingpin must die. And in the role of Daredevil, obviously we have Froggy as the narrator, and every woman in the world is Miranya, and I will be handling most of the rest. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. This cover, though, is really something nice.
You know why? Because it's done by Frank freaking Miller, man. And Klaus Janson thinking. So it really pops.
Yeah, that's
Daddy-o.
True.
Snapper.
Don't call me Daddy-o. We're not under the bridge.
And Snapper Carter says it pops, Daddy-o.
Okay. On this abandoned stretch of the West Side Elevated Highway, health-conscious New Yorkers enjoy an unobstructed 45-block run. Nice. From time to time, they are joined by one of the cities, it's supposed to be cities, most famous native sons. Okay.
Well, he's in New York. They kind of abbreviate it a little bit.
No, it's
Frank
city.
Miller.
Sits, one of the Sits' most famous native sons.
Okay, what's the rest?
The billboard back there, right there.
Okay. Stan Lee presents The Kingpin Must Die, starring Daredevil, the man without fear. You got Frank Miller, writer, penciler, Klaus Janson inks.
And Denny O'Neil, man.
And Denny O'Neil is the editor, yes. And then you can read the rest, maybe.
You forgot? There's a name there that we always read.
Okay, I can't see who the inker
is.
Who's the letterer?
Joe Rosen.
Is Joe Rosen?
It is Joe Rosen.
I could not see it because it was blurry.
Jim Shooter, the ed-in-chief, right there. Hey, Daredevil, you want a race?
Love to, Pop, but I've got places to be. Some other time, okay?
What's the matter? Think I can't keep up? I make this run every night, down to the World Trade Center and back, 5 whole miles. And Sonny, if that ain't being in shape, I don't know what is.
Is watching them climb up.
Those eyes. Well, I'll be.
He is above them now, gliding effortlessly up the span of the Canal Street Bridge, feeling the sharp February breeze against his face, relishing the endless smells and sounds of the night as no other man can. For these senses were amplified in him years ago by a radioactive canister that forever changed his biochemistry.
I mean, it's no spider, but okay.
More like Ninja Turtles.
Leaving him more than just a man.
A frog man.
At the highest point of the span, he leaps wildly, recklessly into space. For another, the sprawling city below would promise certain death. But he has no view to trouble him. He is blind. With practiced ease, he unsheathed the hook and cable section of his billy club. He taps a hidden stud on the shaft, firing a 30-foot length of nylon cord.
Kadak.
As always, his aim is infallible. The cable wraps tightly around a billboard's iron support beam.
That.
And once again, he is airborne.
I can't match that act, Hornhead.
You're doing fine, Pop.
Showy one, that boy. Able to hurt himself with that crazy stunt like that. Still, he makes an old guy like myself feel a whole lot safer. The city can be a rough place.
A grimy saloon just off South Street.
That crummy. He ain't so tough, you know, just lucky.
You kidding, Turk? That's Daredevil you're talking about. He's plenty tough.
Ah, shut up, Batu. That bum cost me my job. Old man Slaughter kicked me out of the gang when DD made me look stupid on that Wallenquist caper.
Turk?
He just caught me off guard, that's all. Shut up, Grotto. He shows up again and I'll kick him from here to Jersey. All
right, Turk. Let's talk.
No, stay away from me, devil, stay away. Gotta get away. What's he want this time?
Hey, you jerk! You're blocking the road! Get out of the way! You hear me, jerk? I said, hey!
The name's Turk.
Nerve of this guy. He's swiping my hack. Hey, jerk! Daredevil, you saw that, didn't you?
Kadak.
What are you waiting for? You are a superhero, ain't you? You better get that muffler fixed. There are laws against noise pollution. I shouldn't complain. The noise is making it easy to follow the cab. He's turning a corner, which means I can cut a diagonally across the block. And come right down on top of him.
Phrasing. Spack! Clud.
Ow! Right through the window.
Whoa.
Turk, I really don't want to get rough, but I've heard rumors of some heavy criminal action going down and some very dirty money being put in some very dirty hands. And you know I like to keep abreast of things.
Sure. I'll tell you everything I know.
Shoot.
It's a contract, what's been handed down. Straight from the city's top crime bosses. A $5 million contract. But it ain't the money what makes it such a big deal. It's the hit, the target. The boys are lining up every freelance gun around to kill one guy. The guy that used to run this town. The Kingpin.
The Kingpin? But he's retired. That's why the crime lawyers are now in charge. Are in charge now. He's not even in the city.
The city? Devil,
He ain't even in the country. He's in Japan. When he skipped out, the Kingpin took enough money with him to buy himself a mansion. And enough men and guns to turn that mansion into a fortress. Ain't no way nobody's gonna get him there. So the crime bosses, they want to draw him back to New York. But I don't know how, and I don't know why. You have your instructions. Attack!
Fuck. Fuck. Spot's back.
Kirk, Sulu.
Time.
17 seconds.
That was easy, Lynch. Too easy. Next time, I want a real workout. Double the team. Give them more weapons.
Sure, boss. Whatever you say. 8 of us. For the finest stream duck art schools in the world. They couldn't hit him at once. Man, he's an awesome fighter.
I hear you got lots of the practice. Back when he was the Kingpin.
Uh-oh, pal. Looks like you said the wrong thing.
Wrong thing indeed, you churlish, chattering clod.
Oh,
You violated one of the standing order in this house. You called me the Kingpin. There is no Kingpin, lout. Not anymore. There's only Wilson Fisk, humble dealer of spices. An honest man.
And he just basically kills the guy.
Looks like Cartman in underwear.
A quiet, gentle man.
Husband, what is going on here?
Excuse us, ma'am. Boss, he was just, you see?
Just tending to one of my men, beloved. He seems to have dislocated his shoulder during our workout.
I see. Forgive me, husband. It looked as though you were hurting him.
My violent days are over, dearest Vanessa. Through our love, I have been redeemed.
I have brought a guest.
Yes, I know. Who is this man? Oh, no, never mind.
take two.
Yes, I know who this man is. He is Mr. Harrison of the United States Attorney General's office. I've been expecting him.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Fisk.
Mr. Harrison is here to negotiate for certain files that I compiled as insurance against mutiny when I ruled the mobs. Files which contain evidence that would incriminate the entire upper
Echelon.
echelon of the East Coast underworld. Mr. Harrison intends to offer not only to clear my name, but to give me $7 million in cash. And all I have to do is play informer, stool pigeon, betray my former lieutenants.
Those men are criminals, husband. You are not.
Of course, Vanessa. I forget myself.
We will need legal representation in these negotiations. I am flying to New York immediately to acquire the services of Nelson and Murdoch.
No! New York is dangerous for us, Vanessa. You must not be jeopardized.
You must not be jeopardized. Nuts. That broad has got the boss wrapped around her little finger. But me, I remember back when nobody told the Kingpin what for. Yeah, I remember when.
Day turns to night in Tokyo. While 12 time zones to the west in New York, night turns into day. And Daredevil, man without fear, becomes Matt Murdock, blind attorney.
7:30 a.m. A little early to start work, even for me. But the disposition on the Melvin Potter case won't prepare itself. Falling a bit behind on my paperwork lately. This will be a good chance to... Eh? That's snoring? It's Foggy. I recognize that snorting anytime. He must have worked late and fallen asleep at his desk, but he's been partners for years. Foggy's never worked late.
What? Oh, hi, buddy. Golly, I must have dozed off.
Foggy, is something wrong?
Wrong? You kidding? Not with this cookie.
My super sensitive hearing detected a slight jump in his heartbeat. He's lying. Anything you want to talk about, Fog?
Well, breakfast, pal. I want to talk about breakfast.
Liars don't get breakfast.
There's a diner down the street that I've been dying to. What?
Sure. Hey, nobody move. Jocko, Jaime, check out the back rooms. The distinctive smell of court night and bullying? We're being held at gunpoint.
We're being held at gunpoint, man. Stand pat. I'll handle this. Anything we can do to help you fellows?
You can shut up.
Okay.
Gentlemen, please put away your weapons. This is a law firm, not a battlefield.
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Murdoch, Mr. Nelson, please accept my apologies. These men are bodyguards assigned to me by my husband. He tends to be overprotective. I am Vanessa. I have come to request your aid.
Vanessa.
Waiting for it. Shortly. And so, my husband requires the finest legal representation available. We are prepared to pay you $200,000.
$200,000. What do you say, Matt?
This explains why the Crown Warriors want the Kingpin killed. Evidence in those piles could put them out of business. I've been aching to sink my teeth in a case like this.
Mr. Murdoch?
Ma'am, I think we can. ... Suspense.
Years of living with danger have trained this man to hear without listening, to respond reflexively to certain sounds. The sound of a steel magazine sliding into place, a hammer sharply cocked, a bullet sliding into its chamber.
Look out! Is there a duck going crazy?
Yep.
It's the StreamYard Doug. He's getting his revenge.
For an instant, everything seems to freeze. Shards of plaster and glass hang suspended in midair. A dozen minds reel, too stunned to react. In that instant... Dun, dun, dun.
Machine gun fire. Lucky no one was killed. Now to make sure no one is. Superman.
He does the Superman thing, yeah. Outside,
That ought to shake him up a bit. No doubt about it, Bruno. You've still got the old zip. Now for the fun part. While they're still confused, I'll switch hands and flush them out. I gotta admit, this flamethrower attachment is a stroke of genius. Should be easy as falling off a tap. No, it can't be. Daredevil!
I thought 4 years in Dannemora had taught you the error of your ways, Bruno. What happened?
None of your business, devil. Ow. Ugh.
Next page. No, you won't, Bruno. You're getting old and a little flabby. Well, I'm just bursting with health.
I can still.
Uh-oh, you're stumbling backward off the roof. No problem, though. Got you. Now just relax, Bruno. I'll reel you in.
Falling. No!
His heartbeat's racing. He's terrified. Oh no! He's reaching for the cable. The flamethrower. He doesn't realize. Bruno, don't!
Boom.
He didn't realize he was burning through his lifeline. No heartbeat. He's dead. Was it worth it, Bruno? Whatever they offered you. How can it pay for this? The crime lords must be desperate. If they're pulling a retired killer like Bruno, they must be snapping at every... Wait a minute. Oh no! I've got to get back to the storefront, check my date book. Unless I'm wrong, a certain assassin is being released from jail today. An assassin the crime lords would want. My single most dangerous enemy, a man called Bullseye.
grimly, impatiently, he snaps together the two sections of his billy club. Twice he taps a hidden stud, and the upper section of the shaft curves to form the handle of a blind man's cane. Okay. Seconds later.
Foggy, is everything all right now?
Well. If it ain't the star of the show. Where you been, Murdoch?
Manolis, what are you doing here?
What do you think I'm doing here, shyster? I'm a police lieutenant, and there's been a kidnapping.
A kidnapping? What? Who? Why?
Let's get this straight, Murdoch. I ask the questions, you give the answers. The Kingpin's wife has been abducted, and these stooges ain't talking. Are ya, stooge? So, that leaves you and your pudgy partner. We're taking a little ride down to the station. You're going to tell me everything you know, no matter how long it takes.
This is a city's jail, a halfway house between state prison and the rest of the world. They call it the Tombs. Today, a killer is released. His trial was a joke. He had the best lawyers money could buy, who brought forth the most reputable medical experts to testify on his behalf. They testified that his crimes could have been the result of a previously undiscovered tumor in his brain, that the tumor might have induced temporary insanity, that now with the tumor removed, it was possible that he was cured. He was cleared now. He is free. He has no friends, this bullseye, no relatives, no loved ones. But he has a reputation. He is the world's deadliest assassin. And as long as he has a reputation, he will always have clients.
Too late. I'm too late. Manolis delayed me just long enough. Probably shouldn't have stopped off at my brownstone to pick up the spare big club, but I had to be ready for anything. Now all I can do is follow them and pray for a chance to stop this madness.
The skyscraper stands proudly, 50 stories of stone and glass bathed in the glow of a setting sun. But its uppermost office is a dark place.
Did you want to take Bullseye, Froggy?
You probably should, because it's I don't want to go against myself later.
Okay, fair enough. Not bad. Not bad at all. You made this costume exactly to my specifications.
We treat our employees well, Bullseye. Is there anything else we may provide you? Food? Drink, perhaps?
No. Let's get down to brass tacks. You've kidnapped the Kingpin's wife. You expect that to New York. You want me to kill him. You want to pay me $5 million. That's what you want. What I want is 10 million.
10 million? Maybe you really are crazy. You're still crazy. Our resources are nearly unlimited, and we have no time to quibble. 10 million. Don't try to. Bullseye, I can't let you do this. I won't.
Eh?
Bullseye, just a few weeks ago I saved your life. I can't help but feel responsible for what you do with it.
Oh, well. I suppose somebody has to.
What? I couldn't hear you. You're so quiet.
I suppose somebody has to.
Oh, thanks. Okay. Throwing StreamYard ducks at me. A new gimmick, right? They won't help you, Bullseye.
Thunk quack, thunk quack, thunk quack.
I'm bringing you in, just like before.
Before I was sick.
Ow!
I'm better now. Better than you. Faster. William.
Faster? I doubt it. No, you just got a lot of tricks. A lot of fancy weapons. And when you run out of weapons, you're a sitting duck. Correct.
William. But I never run out of weapons, devil. I'll use the walls, the floor, and if they don't do the job, then I'll use the whole city to kill you.
Uh-oh.
Once again, sure hands draw a life-saving shaft from its sheath.
Kadak.
Once again, a nylon cable is fired and finds its target. But this time there is a complication.
I won't let you off that easy. Happy landings! Land.
Cable is useless. 30 stories. Straight down. I've had it. Unless. Wind whipping around the flagpole. If I can just. No, it's too far. Had to grab for the flag. Hope it's strong enough to. My radar sense. I can feel a shape jutting from the wall. Some kind of gargoyle. Gotta reach out with the flag. Get a hold of the statue's head. Got it. I'm safe. Now to.
Ooh.
Oh no. Nothing left to grab. Have to relax. Below me. The truck. It could be soft enough. I can just.
Clump.
Saved by kitty litter.
Hey, you hear something, Marty?
What's to hear? I tell you, when the names in a funny city, they were looking at this neighborhood. Nothing's ever happened here.
As Daredevil lies, battered, unconscious, somewhere between life and death, events transpire which will place in deadly peril the city he has sworn to protect. They start with a rumor on the Lower East Side. It spreads quickly, whispered beneath lampposts, murmured over 100 glasses of beer in a dozen sleazy bars, coughed out between lungfuls of cigarette smoke in musty pool halls. Soon the word is out. The Kingpin is coming. It isn't difficult to hunt down his local operators. There aren't many left. In the hours between midnight and dawn, they are threatened, beaten, tortured, until someone, somewhere, fingers Louis the String as the man the Kingpin entrusted to secure for him a new hideout. Louis is tough. He holds out for nearly 3 hours before he dies. He reveals the precise time and location of the Kingpin's arrival.
Mama, he's coming tomorrow morning by plane to a farm on Staten Island.
And so,
Scorch, scorch.
It's empty. Holy, get back! It's a...
Scorch, scorch. Don't worry, boss. Louis talked just like he said he would. And set him up for the kill. You still got it, boss.
Yes. I had forsworn all this. I had reformed out of my love for Vanessa. But now, though it sickens me, I must use the old skills again. I must kill again out of that same love. They have the men, the guns, the money, but I am the Kingpin. I created the criminal empire that they presume to rule. I can bring it down, piece by piece. And if Vanessa is harmed, I will. The city will suffer a gang war bloodier than it has ever seen. And my enemies will die, each and every one.
to be continued.
Holy crap, he's gonna kill us all. Kill us all.
Oh no.
And,
Go.
and that is the end, my friends, of Daredevil. Yes, we have. And that was a great issue. That was really good.
Told you.
Agreed.
The
It is
next
really good.
one is even better.
Ooh.
Well,
You
I
think,
can't wait.
you think this one's so great? It gets even better.
Well, I can't wait to get to it, Froggy. But we will have to. So, in that meantime, make sure to leave a comment. Let us know what you thought of the performance of the comic itself. Anything down below. How's your day? Also, make sure to like and subscribe. Trying to build a base around here, and you can help. Check out the Ko-Fi if you can. And drop $1. If you have a book you'd like us to read, we'll go ahead and just put the title there. And, well, we'll put it to the top of the reading list. But until then, for Froggy, Maranya, and myself, one last thank you before we say bye!
Bye.
Eat at
Eat it,
Joe's.
bros.